and 10 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pixel Village and I am Radhakrishnan. Finally, that day has arrived. The day which we in Pixel Village have been working towards for the past 1 year. The day of unveiling of our brand new venture, Pixel Village Creator Academy. A place which we wish to grow to be one among the best places in the country for photography, filmmaking and related education. And we could not have wished for a better day than today, which happens to be the day of Guru Purnima. Now this place is real, not online, okay? This is a place where you will come in every day and learn like we all used to. Attend real classrooms, practicals, seminars, photo tours, all under the guidance of some really experienced teachers. Well, I do not want to take more time talking about it. I would rather take you all for a virtual tour of this brand new 10,000 square feet facility. Let's go. So Aditya, are you ready?
Ready, sir.
All right. Okay. Now, this is the place where we started doing our video way back in 2017. And this place is now entirely dedicated to filmmaking. All right. Since we are talking about filmmaking, let me introduce you to the man who's in charge of that department. Okay. Meet our favorite filmmaker, that too a national award-winning filmmaker, Mr. Virendra Valsankar. Thank you, sir. Really, really happy to be working with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, so Virendra sir is going to be teaching you everything about filmmaking. Okay, direction, script writing, well, everything that is under that particular big kind of what do you say, a department called filmmaking, right?
My pleasure, sir.
Wonderful. So, would you like to say something to our live audience? There are a lot of people watching us today.
Sure.
Okay.
हमने यहाँ पे फिल्म मेकिंग डिपार्टमेंट में बढ़िया सेटअप तैयार किया है. सो इफ़ यू आर रियली इंटरेस्टेड इन लर्निंग फिल्म मेकिंग, प्लीज़ कॉन्टैक्ट अस. I will be looking forward to see you here.
Wonderful. All right, thank you very much. I have to, me and Aditya is going to go around a facility tour to introduce the place to the world.
Yeah.
All right, I see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Aditya, let's now get out, okay? Okay, now inside I was talking about our 1 year long wait to reach here, right? But personally for me, it's been a much longer wait. During that journey, I have been influenced by a ton of people. In fact, personally, I've been extremely lucky to be in the great company of lots of amazing people who showed up as messiahs in my life. Well, my mother, who first, it all started from the way she used to narrate movie stories to us, me and my brothers. My father, who bought me my first camera, which was an accident, in fact. Siddhan, who kind of gave me my first assistantship under him. He took me under his wings. Dr. Grover, who kind of allowed me to be around him and allowed me, imparted great wisdom about photography in early days, in the mid-80s. Well, why am I saying all these things? Because all these people showed up as messiahs in my life, and from there I met many of them. So what I am, Dr. Tamburan, I can name a lot of people, but since the objective of this video is entirely different, we'll keep that for another one. Let me quickly go and meet somebody who's agreed to come. In fact, that person is the person who influenced me the most. Probably, I sometimes fashion myself upon him. He graciously agreed to come here on this day. Let's go and meet him. He's been waiting. Let's go and meet him. Thank you. Hi, Rafiq.
Hey, Radha. Good to see you.
Thank you very much, Rafiq.
Not at all, yeah. My
Glad,
pleasure, yeah.
hey,
My pleasure.
glad you could make it.
Of course, I have to. No question about
Hey,
it.
thank you very much. You know, when I saw the weather this morning,
Yeah.
I thought,
We're in trouble.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
It was beautiful. The ride was good. It was not too bad at all. Lush green all the way. I loved it.
Wonderful. Thank
For
you.
you, Radha, anytime.
Thank you very much, Rafiq. So today is Guru Purnima, and I
Hey,
said,
no, you don't have to do that, Yara. You know, I'm not sure anymore who's Guru and who's the Shishya. Yeah? I come to you all the time with so many questions, you know.
thank you very much.
But great
Yeah,
to see you.
thank
Radha.
you, thank you.
Yeah. Awesome,
So,
yeah, everything looks so
We are
fantastic.
ready.
Yeah.
We actually made a photo finish this morning,
I can see that.
you know,
Yeah,
to
I can
make
see
it
that.
today.
I can see that.
So, first thing first, unveiling of
We're gonna unveil that.
the Pixel
You're going to do it
trailer.
with me. Listen, it's your journey. I'm a very tiny part of it. Come, let's do it.
Sure. So we need to kind of open it here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome, 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 awesome.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
awesome,
Rafiq.
awesome. Pixel Village, Creator Academy.
I don't know if you remember
I like the name.
Pixel Village. Actually, the name,
Yeah,
you gave me this name.
Of course I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I came to you with the idea of village originally.
Yeah.
But he said, no, it should have a new way.
Technology, the
technology into
Other
it.
end.
Hence Pixel Village.
But I like the Creator Academy at the bottom
Yeah,
also.
so,
That's it, it's good.
Well, the most obvious choice was to make it a photography and filmmaking academy. But I thought we should not restrict ourselves, to just photography and filmmaking, because from an artist now become creators, right? So, and the possibilities are immense. So I thought maybe it is more appropriate to call it a
I mean, you don't want to
creator
box ideas, box professions up. And
Absolutely.
And you don't even know what direction we are headed in. Things
No
are changing
clue.
so rapidly.
academy. No clue.
I mean,
Yeah.
I am, of course, a generation before you, but I mean, we've seen it all, yeah, from chemicals and negatives and analog to
Absolutely.
digital inks.
During those days, let's say the generation gap used to be a couple of decades. Now, among siblings, there is a generation gap.
Yeah.
You know? So that's one. And thank you for this.
Not at
I want to
all.
move to one major learning that I've had from you, which is what we're going to promise our people,
That's nice.
which
I like
is
it.
unlocking
Unlocking
potential.
I love it.
So,
I mean, it's open-ended. It says nothing can stop you. Everything is possible.
absolutely.
Sky is not the limit.
Absolutely. And at the same time, I don't want to patronize people.
No.
So I want to use the technique which you used on me, which is like, well, for your understanding, I trained under Rafiq as a photographer for, you had to come here. I need to,
Okay.
from 1989, well, that's another story. How I reached in the studio in 89, a big story, but that's for another episode completely. But his way of teaching was very different from what I expected. His way of teaching was very, very simple. He will just throw you into deep sea. Correct? It's up to you to find out your way. Now, he's not going to ignore you. At corner of his eye, he always got an eye on you. And you will come, give you a helping hand when I'm drowning. But till then, Uterna is up to you. Correct? So that personally have really, really helped me in many ways. I remember sleeping in Jasara Graphics. I remember Photocomp. I remember Western Outdoor. I had no clue of color prepress. I had no clue of, photo compositing. Nothing. You just throw me into the middle of all that.
I was learning myself, alongside with you. We were shoulder to shoulder, I mean, it seems like I'm teaching, but I'm also learning, So I think the process is that we are all the time learning.
It's in a typical academy or an institute. probably that's where we want to be different, is that, you always used to say, I have nothing to teach, right? It's up to you to pick up what you want.
Yeah.
Correct? Yes, here, I am along the way, I'm here along with you, and you show your way. After a point, it's your way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so that's the reason why we.
Yeah, I think rather what you're doing, what you're getting right is you're at the core building a very solid, formal, disciplined education with all the theory and mentorship and everything else in place, systematic to the extreme. And yet you're unboxing the space. You're also trying to create entrepreneurs, people who are not merely imaginative and have the technical skills, but know how to, horrible word I know, but to encash it, because in the real world, finally, you got to make a living here.
I have that idea. As we go inside, you will find out how we are trying to
And I
implement
think
that.
you are a good example yourself of having successfully blended the two, because you can be a great photographer and be completely unviable economically as a human being.
Yes.
And I think if you're a great photographer at the core and you pull off the commerce side, then wow, that's awesome.
That's
I think
right.
what you're doing here, you're providing all the gateways possible.
Correct.
I think this is what we had in our own lives, in our own career.
Absolutely. The only thing is, in those days, there was no avenue to learn this. Like I'm talking about 1989, you only had one JJ School of Arts to learn photography and filmmaking. Oh, not filmmaking. There was one place in Pune to learn filmmaking. Probably very few institutes in the country.
Yeah.
Now we have so many.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that's where I think you got to find what makes you distinctive, makes you special, what makes you unique. I
Thank
think
you very
you're
much.
doing that.
Thank
Tell
you
me a
very
bit, what's going on around here behind
Well, now
this?
that place is actually a surprise.
Ah.
We're going to unveil this place next month.
Okay.
But this is for a special use of our own people, the students, the people who come here for seminars, our own community consumption.
Okay.
It's a special place.
Okay.
I want to believe that there is nothing like this in the country yet, but we will reveal it
Okay. We're
through
waiting.
another video.
We are waiting, Radha. Surprise us. Keep surprising us.
Thank
We are
you
waiting.
very much.
We're
Thank you
waiting,
very
waiting.
much. So we move inside.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, looking
Sure.
forward.
Now, like I say, like you probably mentioned, I did not do this alone. We had a lot of people. We've been working on this for the last 5 years. But during that 5 years, what I realized is that we managed to kind of create a great photographer community, and even the industry, photography industry, also kind of took notice of that and started supporting us in a great way. So we are kind of in between the photographer community and the industry. Well, while our loyalty lies with the photographer community, the industry recognized that and they started supporting.
Yeah.
So this place will not have come to existence without their support. So I want to show you something probably happened for the first time in the country, which is there on this wall.
Okay.
So we have almost 21 brands
Wow.
supporting us in this event.
Wow.
Okay, so we have dedicated one wall for all those people who have supported us.
Yeah.
I want to name a few for sure. Canon Imaging Academy. Now, Canon Imaging Academy is like a division of Canon, which supports the community by way of giving education. Now, they were doing that by way of conducting seminars and workshops and online stuff. But when we presented this idea to Canon, they jumped in and said, look,
Wow.
how about converting this into a Canon Imaging Academy? So they are the knowledge partners.
And this they have around the world.
They have around the world, but this one is the first in the country, in
First in
India.
India. That's great.
So I'm extremely thankful to Canon for, for this recognition.
It also shows they have a certain amount of faith and conviction in what you're doing,
Absolutely.
and they're putting their name behind this. So.
Absolutely. So that's a big responsibility. Similarly, Godox. is our lighting partner, and we are the authorized training partner in lighting. They are the authorized training partner in lighting. Again, a similar venture by Godox. Godox is like now almost everything in lighting is Godox, right? So they are big support from Fujifilm. They've been extremely supportive ever since I started the YouTube channel. And well, then of course Nikon. I was once a Nikon ambassador.
Of course. Yeah.
Nikon and Lumix.
Panasonic.
Lumix. Well, another brand partner that I want to definitely mention and thank here is Synology.
Oh yeah.
Storage, NAS.
They're amazing.
Amazing.
They're amazing.
And of course, then you have Asus. Of course, all our as we go inside, I'll kind of talk about that. Asus. Then you have Loop Deck, Rode mics.
Yeah.
You know, we have Rode mic.
What's Loop Deck? What do they do?
Loop Deck is the control surface.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, for your softwares.
Yeah.
So it's a programmable, customizable control surface.
All the other brands names are familiar. Seaconic.
Seaconic, Moza. Aditya is on a Moza now. You have Newell, which is a battery. Samyang is giving us their lenses, their VDSLR lenses, which are the filming lenses. Data color, is, color management. This is filter. Oh, these two youngsters, a bunch of really, dynamic, energetic young guys. Porsche is our makeup partner. And Montello is our model partner, because we need makeup and modeling constantly.
It's good for both for the models to come here, for students to practice on.
Absolutely. And not forgetting Holyland. Amazing.
Quite a galaxy.
Quite a galaxy.
Here. I mean, oh my God.
I'm so happy to see all these.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for them as much as good for you. It's win-win for all.
I think so. I mean, this also is, like I said, mentioned earlier, great responsibility on my head. But 5 years of YouTube and Pixel Village, I think has given me decent bit of confidence that if you are true to what you're doing, I think the result has to come today or tomorrow. You know, so we will move in.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we go through this door.
Yes, we go in through this door, and
hello.
Okay, you want to come in? All right. Okay, you're fully in. Okay, so this is our reception
area,
and that's our counseling room. And Namrata handles the front desk.
Hi, how are you?
And she also is a counselor.
Okay, fantastic. So people meet her, talk to her. She advises them.
Absolutely. And she has Amaya on her giving company.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So they both will take care of interacting with the students, giving them the right advice. Most probably it will be parents who will be coming here.
What sort of age group would the kids be, the students be?
Okay, so for our 1-year diploma, it will be 10 plus 2. So children who are out of their junior college can come here. There are no minimum mark requirements, but they should definitely be talented. Aptitude, because we don't have too many seats to offer. So I just want to make sure that the right student, the right person gets that seat.
The kind that will fly, once they get into.
Absolutely. What I want to talk to you, a very important thing is this, affiliation with MESC.
Okay.
Now, MESC is under the Skill India Council, and MESC is called Media Entertainment Skills Council.
Okay. Yeah.
And okay, so there is a background to it. All this while, a photographer or a filmmaker or a technician in the filmmaking world, they used to go up the ladder from the bottom up, right? I mean, they used to get into the industry as an apprentice, then learn the ropes, and then they, they would eventually end up becoming whatever they want to. There were no qualification, there was no professional or formal education available. Now, it is believed that India is going to move and become a $100 billion entertainment industry, which is like a huge number.
Wow.
And we don't have enough people to kind of support
I
that.
think we can believe every number. The way things are growing and snowballing. Yeah. I mean, small towns have these big.
Absolutely.
You're telling me Kolhapur.
Kolhapur,
Or, you know,
I mean, an editor who we had in Pixel Village is now working on a web series in Kolhapur. You know, so smaller towns started having
so
their
there's
own.
a great need for
Absolutely.
pool of talent,
Absolutely.
of qualified talent that you can just
Absolutely.
bank on, and you put them into a space in your production and they're up and running immediately.
So government recognized that, and they said it's important that we bring in certain discipline into it, give them formal education. So hence MESE.
Okay.
So MESE was gracious enough to give us that affiliation when we went to them, you know, presenting our concept. They said, okay, these are the requirements. So we fulfill the requirements. So they need certain quality, you know, faculty, space, equipment. So you saw the wall. So we have more than what they have asked for, and very happily extended their affiliation. So this affiliation, this particular certificate is internationally accepted.
Oh, cool.
So so this is level 4 internationally, which means you can take the certificate and enter into a graduation program anywhere in the world. One. Plus in India, you can actually apply for an education loan. So that's very.
So you qualify for a international production.
Absolutely.
Virtually, you can be in Vietnam, in Los Angeles, in.
Absolutely.
Everywhere, and you,
Absolutely.
That's great.
So that's
when a student graduates from here, he gets 2 certificates. One from the institute itself, and one is this independent certificate.
Correct. So this is an undergraduate course. So he is going to get a diploma certificate. He's going to get 2. One from Pixel Village, because Pixel Village is a certified training partner for MESE.
Fantastic.
So MESE will give them the certificate.
Fantastic.
And we will be, you know, the service provider.
Awesome.
So that's what thank you. So this has to supposed to be there, but you know, rains and the fever is still lurking in the corner.
It's crazy time.
So
you got here is a miracle.
Absolutely. I mean, the electrician was supposed to come and fix that spotlight there.
Yeah.
Did not turn up today. So yeah,
Thanks a lot.
but we are here. Thank God for that.
We'll keep moving. Thank you.
And now we will move into the important place, which
I'll
is
follow
you know, faculty. Please.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Aditya, you can come in. All right. Kaustubh.
Hi, Kaustubh.
Kaustubh
nice meeting
is actually a professionally qualified teacher. He is masters in photography.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone. I mean, I didn't even know that something like that existed to begin with. But yeah, so he's an experienced teacher. He also has a special way of teaching called experiential learning. I'm still trying to find out what it is, but
You will experience it.
I will
soon.
experience it. So he basically gives people tasks and make them understand the importance rather than just reading out and teaching them a theory.
Yeah.
So everything is learned through an experience.
Almost real world experiences, paralleling real world experiences.
So, as a faculty, what we try to do is we try to get the students into the experience, and then what their reflections are emerging out from the experience, and then they will learn through the learning spiral. So it heightens up the experience each level, and they get ready for the next therapy.
And I think that's where rather the being in a physical space, learning in a physical space, that's one of the advantages of
absolutely.
that. I mean, we all love online training and all that, and it became necessary during the pandemic, and we saw its virtues then.
Yeah.
But it has its own limitations.
Exactly.
Here is where you're learning,
Yeah.
you're making mistakes, you're getting into arguments, interaction, and lots of non-linear learnings.
Yeah, actually,
which happens in
as a faculty, that we would love to get them channelized while they are also making mistakes, but those are not going away from their learning channel. So that we will ensure into that. So I'm just getting ready with the.
This online gets a little too precise.
Yeah,
almost to like a clinical degree.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I'm not decrying it because it has its own virtues. I mean, you guys are doing it all the time and very successfully.
But
real world has its own
absolutely
charms, I think.
So there is a constant mentoring.
Mix the two,
physical learning
Yeah.
is happening.
Yeah.
So constant mentoring is there, and that's why we are here to craft experiences for the students and get them onto the right path, learning path.
Super. That's great. That's great. That's great.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Hey, thank you, Kaustup, for that quick
Yeah.
brief.
Yeah.
Quick
Yeah,
brief.
Yeah.
A quick brief.
It's not an oxymoron.
It's not an oxymoron. All right. So, thank you. I'll see you
All
around.
from here?
Yeah.
See you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Namrata. All right.
Radha,
So,
I'm going to
we
follow
go-
you.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to go in. Okay.
Coffee
So
would not be a
this
bad
is where-
idea.
Oh, I forgot to show you something. This is something I believe in.
Okay, say, just
Okay.
read it out to me.
It says
Read
Vidyadanam.
it out to me in your deepest bass voice.
It says Vidyadhanam Sarvadhanat Pradhanam.
Okay.
So Vidya, knowledge,
Yes.
is the most important wealth you can hope to have.
Ah.
So,
Thank God.
so this is from my childhood learning as a student in a Sanskrit school. So Vidya is something which cannot be taken away by a robber or by the state
Yeah.
or by your...
It's yours.
It's
Forever.
Not only that, it is one thing that multiplies by giving,
A sharing.
by sharing. Hence, Vidyadhanam Sarvadhanam. So that's a motto that I've been following all
I
this
think
while.
you're living up to it.
You know, so into the real space. All right.
And somewhere along
Okay,
the way,
Ramesh, Sir likes double espresso.
double espresso. You remember that.
I remember that. So it's ready.
Man of excess.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Nice.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramesh.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we are here, and this is the corridor.
So let me get a sense. This
Sure.
is now the main artery, the main corridor,
Absolutely.
and I'm seeing all your pictures lined up here. These are I recognize these pictures. You shot them over the years, I think.
Absolutely. So these are from my commercial life, photographer life. Currently, we don't have any students.
Yeah.
But these images will be replaced by students' photographs.
Okay.
When they qualify to
Makes
be
sense.
there. So this is a students' gallery, basically.
Fantastic.
I have nothing to do with these images. I will have nothing to do with these images.
Once the classes begin and they start taking pictures and processing
Absolutely.
and curating them and all that,
Absolutely.
the best will come up here.
For now, it's time being, it's for just for
Yeah,
effects.
fair enough. Fair enough.
And I'll take you to the first classroom.
Okay.
It's here, and yeah, please, thank you. Kale is our.
Hey, thank you.
Kale is our man.
Thank
Okay, he's taking care of holding the fort.
Coffee's good. Tell him, huh?
Okay, sure. Okay, now a small library.
Yeah.
I know that in the digital world, real books
Yeah.
have kind of lost its relevance, but I still feel nothing like reading books.
No, I think their sheer presence in the first place
Isn't it?
is very reassuring.
Absolutely.
And I think every time you dip into one of them, you're going to come out infinitely wiser. And you, again, books, like real world classes, you're looking for something, but you discover a whole lot of other stuff.
Absolutely.
When you're on Google or whatever, it's very precise and you don't see right or left. You just get your answer and you move out.
This is exactly what I
That's
tell
what I
people. While reading, there is a process called reading between the lines. Your mind goes on a kind of a trip on its own, start visualizing. Which doesn't usually happen while watching a video or a television or something. I mean, they can be fooling you.
Yeah.
They can be lying to you. You don't know what is on, like you said, left, right, top, bottom of that screen at all.
Yeah.
But reading, amazing. So yeah, hence a little bit of books.
I'm sure it's going to expand.
Exactly. So this is our theory classroom.
Okay. Hi.
That's Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Good to meet you.
Hey,
Sharon, you will need a microphone. So I go that side.
Yeah.
Sharon is a professionally qualified teacher.
Okay.
She is a photographer. and she also takes care of content development.
Development,
here.
okay.
As you know, we had online teaching available.
Oh, so she was already involved in that.
No, she's going to further develop and make it systematic,
Okay.
in a proper learning curriculum. Now we had one-off, learning classes. They were not courses, so she's devising a course,
Okay, maybe-
which is exactly like our
Like a 10-part course or 15-part course.
42 weeks.
42 weeks? A class a week?
Yes, no, a class a day.
Okay.
Yeah, a class a day. So it'll be like going to a physical class, like this. So that's what she is developing.
Yes,
So
I'm working on the online classroom and the online content basically. Right now, I was actually working on one of the PPTs which we would probably show our students while we're taking an online session.
Hard work, huh?
but she comes
she
here
enjoys
as
it.
well to teach fine art photography
Okay.
and journalistic photography. What else?
Photojournalism.
Photojournalistic. Yeah, yeah. So, thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, sir.
So this is the place, and 20 people. So I don't want to crowd. I can kind of pack in about 30 here, but I said, look, no.
I really like the place. I like.
Very
Look
simple.
at the green outside.
Oh yeah.
God, the
So that
trees.
greenery is. Hey, Aditya, you want to show the greenery to our viewers?
This is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Phew. I mean, imagine you're sitting in class and looking out at all this.
Oh, yeah.
It's so soothing.
And it's going to remain like this because it's a defense zone.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be much of a development, so to speak.
It's a picture window. And I like your seating. Very
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Very comfortable. So I was made to understand that very unlike olden days, they don't really take notes down.
Yeah. Yes.
Computers are also not required in a theory room.
Yeah.
If at all, if they do it, they tap notes into their notepad and their phones or
yes,
smart devices. So I said, okay. In
They're
that
going to
case-
really listen, basically, and
Absolutely.
tune in, and then interact and talk.
Yeah. And we have a large blackboard too. So this is going to be our blackboard.
Okay. But different classes will happen here, and
Exactly.
different faculty members will conduct them.
Correct. Different courses.
Looks like you're enjoying yourself. Looking forward to this.
Absolutely. Love being part of it.
Yeah.
You will need a news microphone.
I said I would love to be a part of everything more, and what else, whatever more is there to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's great.
We got so much into this conversation that I'm kind of forgetting giving her the microphone.
You're going to wire up everybody in your office.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Sharon. We're going to head to the
Yes,
next department.
please do.
Thank
See
you.
you, sir.
I see you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes. And now we will go to the computer lab.
Okay.
Yeah. And I am sure students are going to really like that place. Many reasons. I think it's that openness.
Yeah.
It's not crowded.
Yeah.
It doesn't, personally, it doesn't look like a typical classroom. These are things that I personally like about, that particular classroom.
Almost everything you would have wanted when you were a student.
Absolutely.
You got it here.
Absolutely. I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't go to a formal, go through a formal training. Lots of reasons, but that's one place that I would have gone, So next, then I like to take you into, these are images that we shot. This one was shot in your favorite place.
Harajuku in Japan,
Exactly.
in Tokyo.
Oh, you know the street.
Of course, I know the street. I know every street in Tokyo.
Oh yeah. So this was shot during the D850 launch.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to kind of travel on behalf of Nikon India. And this was shot during that. This was again by the side of that street there.
I think all those trips for these large camera companies, also our earlier shoots when you and I would go to Miami and New York and shoot, all played a role in creating a kind of a global vision which you're trying to implement here. I like everything you're doing here, including your interiors, the furniture, the woodwork,
Everything picked in pieces, influenced by various,
your
kind
travels
of
and
travel. Absolutely.
it has a global feel.
Thank you.
You could be anywhere in the world. You could be.
If you are seeing that, I think a big chunk of what we're trying to achieve is done, because I mean, I remember 10 passports, stacked on top of the other, each one having some. I said, why 10 passports? And you will say, nahi, de pehle wale mein, there is a valid visa. So I need to keep that.
Those days.
All right.
True.
So this wall and that wall is currently kept empty.
Okay.
Because this is where all the brands that we are supporting us are going to have their, their advertisements displayed here. One main reason is that I personally think that that's one missing element in all educations. Usually all professional education is teaching the importance of commerce in the education.
Yeah.
So I want them to come up or grow up in a commercial environment. They know that this has a reason why it's here.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, in the olden days of photography, I never had that feeling that I'm an entrepreneur. I was a photographer.
Yeah.
I used to get a fee for my, my job, but not any longer. You need, even if you're an individual, you need to consider yourself as an entrepreneur, and you need to hone in that skills.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's the only way to survive.
Absolutely. So that's another reason.
So you got to inculcate that at the core, be a good professional, but in addition to that, have these smart entrepreneurial skills.
Absolutely.
These ensure you survive, succeed, thrive.
Absolutely. So that's something which we would like to definitely have in this place. So this is our computer lab. This is one special place for me. The reason is, once you see inside, you will know. Yeah? Please come inside. Hi, Ganesh.
Hello.
You will need the microphone. So let me come to you. All right. Okay. So, Rafiq, meet Ganesh.
Nice meeting you.
And
Ganesh, did you say?
Ganesh Shinde.
Ganesh Shinde.
And Ganesh, I think you need to hold on to this.
Yeah.
And I'll take it when I leave the room.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Ganesh he's been a teacher for almost 12 years now.
Yeah.
He's an Apple and Adobe certified expert. Okay, and he's been teaching softwares for the last 10-12 years. Okay, and he's going to be in charge of the software department here, and this is our 20 student classroom. Now currently this place has tables and chairs, but this is going to be filled with 21 computer per student. Is what we are trying to do.
So each of these tables will have their own monitor and dedicated
computer. Now, thanks to ASUS, we're going to have 20 studio grade 4K monitors here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
8-bit monitors.
Yeah? So these monitors are hardware calibratable monitor. So the student get to, from the initial days, because that's one missing link, you buy the best camera, the best lens, but then you work on a very, very basic, primitive monitor. So he's a color expert too.
Yeah.
So, he uses devices like this. Now this is loop deck, correct? It's a control surface.
Yeah, I was asking you.
You asked me, right, at the beginning. So this is loop deck. And
so like students will be going to learn apart from the softwares like Final Cut Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Premiere, Photoshop. So they will be learning, like they will get hands-on with the loop deck and micro panels like DaVinci and all that. And I would like to say that all courses are designed in such a way where students will get exposure of both the technology along with the aesthetics.
Along with the
aesthetics. So it will help to produce a best output or better quality videos. And definitely I would like to say that students will definitely going to enjoy the setup.
Yeah, I mean, imagine you go in this room in a few weeks' time, it will transform totally, right?
Correct.
By
So
the time school opens, all the computers will be in. And
so at the end of this live event, our website will be published, and you can go onto that link and express your interest, and we will call you back.
so they're going to have their own computer and they're going to learn to edit, to grade,
Yes.
graphics and titles and some
Correct.
basic
So
special
right
effects.
from the photo editing to video editing, sound,
Sound
we
as
have,
well.
we
Okay.
have titling, we have graphics.
Okay,
So
fantastic.
the courses are designed like
The whole-
post-production courses
whole
are designed
gamut.
in such a way that
And they're going to watch what you are doing up
yeah,
here.
it's a 4K TV
Okay.
and it will be connected with the machines.
So in their own terminals, what they will not be this, what you're seeing here.
So that's an exercise.
Yeah.
So they will have the same visuals in their computers,
Correct.
and they will work,
With
you
it-
know,
with
under
different
his
materials.
guidance.
Right.
Now those monitors are calibratable monitors. This one is not. I mean, this is a large TV.
It's more for
This
demonstration.
is for reference. I
for
mean,
teaching.
That's for real reference.
Right.
Yeah, this is for you to kind of see what he is doing.
Yeah.
I am excited.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, as we speak, these 20 monitors and one large studio grade monitor for the other room is on its way
Okay, super.
directly from Taiwan.
What's the, is there a cutoff age for students? I mean, I don't mind enrolling myself. I mean, if I get a good monitor and a computer and I get to learn all this.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
I mean, I know basics, but that's not enough.
yeah.
So when they will enter in the industry, no, so they will feel like, yeah, we had this.
They're ready.
facility,
They're
we are
ready.
ready. Yeah.
You throw anything at them and
Yeah.
they'll be ready to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's important.
Great. Thank you very much. That's fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
All the best. Also,
And I'll take that mic.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you, Ganesh. I see you around. All right. So now we move to the biggest attraction of this place. Okay. Now you've seen our fest studio where we started.
Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah.
The fest we started.
Yeah.
Now, so we are not going into that because you've seen it already.
It's a mess. No.
It is. But because we just finished, I mean,
Suddenly
the
getting
beginning
into-
was, I mean, the beginning of this live was done there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's filled with stuff there.
It's manic stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we've just got
But I
out of it.
remember, what a beautiful studio. I mean,
5 years.
with those
we-
leather sofas and all that.
Exactly. 5 years spent there.
Yeah.
And that's now become Studio 2, and this is the Studio 1.
Okay.
All right. So we go inside.
Oh, this is Studio 1.
This
yeah.
is Studio 1.
Oh, that Studio 2 came first, and now you got Studio 1.
Studio 1.
Interesting.
All right. Okay. So this is our studio.
Fantastic.
1100 square feet. No claims that this is the biggest, but
Yeah.
for someone who's come from Mumbai, this is
This
our,
is great space, yeah. It's a square space. It's big. You can light well. And you
Absolutely.
can shoot almost everything here.
We also get nice evening light wafting in.
Okay,
you know,
like
so-
a daylight. Huh?
Exactly. So you can also do a lot of daylight shoots here.
Yeah,
And plus we've created this cove kind of a feeling, which was a dream for me.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a cove. I didn't get a corner, but I've created kind of a...
Yeah. No, if you got something major, you can build it. you know, so-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, this
So
is meant for students for experimenting,
practicing.
learning, playing
Yeah.
around.
So they can shoot on both sides.
Fantastic.
And well, I'd like to introduce you to our faculty.
That's your armory. Huh? all the heavy artillery is here.
And he's
And
the man who's going to
shied
call the
away.
shots.
You call the shots. Huh? Okay.
This is your mic. That's Nilesh.
Nilesh, good to meet you.
Nilesh is, he has a formal education in photography.
Terrific.
And he's also a practicing photographer. He's a specialist in automobile and interiors.
Automobile, hats off, you know. I mean, if you can shoot an automobile, you can shoot anything. You know?
So
I mean,
technical.
that's got scale and complexity
Absolutely.
and, you know, getting every detail right.
Yeah. So he's been doing that, and he's in charge. He's actually the lead for theory and practicals.
Okay.
So वो बोलते हैं ना बॉम्बे में हाथ के नीचे से जाएगा वो बच्चे सब इनके हाथ के नीचे से जाएगा.
But great,
So
yeah.
Nilesh, you have something to tell sir.
Yeah, of course. See, first of all, I would like to tell you that we have medium format camera here, which is brilliant in this institution.
Yeah.
This is
So this is the
Fuji
GFX,
film, yeah.
the GFX 50.
Yeah.
the first one.
One of the early medium format digital cameras.
And,
Not the earliest, but certainly.
Yeah, no, so the one which Fuji came up
Yeah,
with.
transformative, I think, at that
Exactly, and these are larger than the 35 mm.
Yeah.
And they are not as medium format as, let's say, the face ones are.
You're right.
But this is brilliant. I've used it in many shoots.
Yeah.
And it is, so they have an updated version called the 50S2, which is more like a, like a mirrorless camera. But this is built, the ergonomics is like a medium format. So this is something which the students are going to really enjoy. So we have the 120 macro lenses, we have a series of medium format lenses, and of course a battery of, like you said, armory.
Yeah,
right?
No,
Artillery,
I
you
mean,
say.
it's state of the art, stuff, and
Yeah.
I mean, you've got quite a bandwidth of focal lengths, I mean, to shoot all kinds of things.
Yeah. So like we mentioned at the beginning, we had a photo finish. I mean, most of these things arrived like yesterday and day before yesterday.
Yeah. I can see they're still making their inventories and writing down serial numbers.
Shubhoj is just pulling his hair out, I want to show you one interesting camera along with many. Where is the box camera? Oh, you just took it. Okay, so this is very interesting one. This is the modular approach to, filming cameras. So this is the BG-H1. Which is called a box camera. This is the Micro Four Third. And we also have the BS1H, which is 35 mm.
Okay.
Both filming cameras.
You have both?
We have both.
Okay,
and both are Netflix approved.
You're right.
We also have the R5C.
The cinema
The
version.
cinema version. We also have the R3, by the way.
Okay.
So, the works.
No, it's state of the art, clearly.
I'm so excited for the students that, I mean, they get their hands on the latest, technology.
Plus all the lighting possibilities.
Absolutely.
You've got flash, I can see, continuous lights, and
yes.
all the ways you can bend the light and shape the light. And
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so that's something which we are very excited about. And so he has teaching experience. He has been teaching for the last, 6 years? 6 years. So he confesses that he has not seen anything.
One go? I mean, you have to work in a showroom or something. But,
Thanks to all the brands that,
one go, no chance. I mean,
well, I should actually say it to the camera, right? Thanks to all the brands that have supported us in this new venture, right?
What's good is that a student has access to everything, whether it's stills or it's for video production, and gets a chance hands-on physically to work with these.
Correct.
At his or her pace.
Correct.
It's fantastic. I mean,
Well, and as a part of Canon Imaging Academy activity, Canon has promised that the final diploma film will be done on one of their, C300 Mark II kind of
the
cinema
high-end
camera, the
cinema
higher-end cameras. So that's another very, very, I'm really looking forward to.
It's reassuring. I mean, you want that diploma film to incorporate the absolute ultimate practicing technologies possibly. Yeah, that's great.
See, thank you very much,
Thanks a lot.
Viilage. Thank you, and I'll take the mic back.
You're like a kid in a toy shop. With all this stuff here. Fantastic.
Sure. And this is another thing which I really like, this makeup area. So
I like the LED. I'm used to
seeing the bulbs.
Seeing those bulbs,
Yeah.
and suddenly for the first time seeing the LEDs, and seems to work well.
LED. We had mixed opinions. We also considered the LED. Sorry, the bulb.
Yeah.
But
It's cooler. Certainly,
this is
much cooler.
much cooler. Yeah. And another thing is that during weekends, this place will be converted into a seminar space. And mentors. So Pixel Viilage has lots of mentors.
Okay.
They will be interacting with our students online because they are on various parts of the country. And whenever they can come, or whenever the brands want to bring in their own mentors.
Specialized faculty, visiting faculty will come here.
So I just want to remind you, take a commitment in front of people that you will also.
I promised you. I'll do it. I'll do it for whatever it's worth. My 2 cents.
Absolutely.
Always yours.
That's thank you very much.
I'm sure the whole community will step forward.
So we can seat about 70 people here.
Yeah.
And we have the audio devices.
Yeah.
We will also go live whenever there is an event here. We have a 3-camera live
it
setup,
out
so
to-
we'll stream that out.
Super.
You know, so the entire world can see.
Yeah.
So that's another advantage that
How many
we-
subscribers you have in Pixel Village?
on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
As we speak today, we have 974,000.
974,000. Close to
Close to a million.
a million.
Yeah,
Oh,
close to a million.
fantastic.
We are just
Fantastic.
what?
So that those seminars become accessible by close to 1 million people if they wish to watch it.
If they wish to watch, it will be available. So, and technology is available here. Thanks to Holyland, thanks to YOLO Box. Thanks to YOLO Live. YOLO Box, their product. YOLO Live. We can make this possible. So, Rode Mic, YOLO Live. It's a combination
all comes
of
together,
the technology.
all comes together.
So, now we will head to the YouTube space, which is here the academy ends, but the students. So we here also talk about digital content creation, and our YouTube channel also becomes a big, place where we can.
Of course.
People can come,
Yeah,
experience
I mean,
what they do.
That's now part of our reality.
Exactly. So, Studio 2, where the Studio 2 was our Pixel Village original, that's the place which we were operating from, which is now shifted to a new place. We have a new facility. Editors are all sitting there, and I also have a small space. Let's go there now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Why don't you lead the way?
Okay, thanks. All right. Okay, so
Okay.
that's Pixel Village Online. Let's get started, is what we're saying. Because earlier, you needed an occasion, a time, and all that to get started with something. Now,
You think and you execute.
you can, get started with whatever that you want. So, we'll go into
Come,
Pixel
I'll follow
Village
you.
now. Okay. Now, this place has now become kind of a dumping place
That's
for a lot.
okay.
This is going to be our high-end post-production setup.
Okay.
What are you doing here, Pratik?
एडम्स का स्पीकर है अभी
Acha, so that Adam is one of our brand partners and
This is made in Germany?
made in Germany.
Okay.
It's a German brand.
German brand.
Yeah, and it's studio grade reference monitor.
Wow.
So we're going to be installing that here.
I'm happy you're giving due emphasis to sound as well, because it's easily ignored otherwise and neglected.
Exactly. And it's a little
it's half the game.
and it's a little difficult to
Yeah,
crack the
yeah.
audio.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you switch on a camera, press that red button, and you will get a cleanly
You're
exposed
thinking
image.
pictures and I
But
think
audio.
sound and sound design and
Yeah. So that's where this kind of speakers come in, and of course audio products like Rode can come in. So this is a place which is kept for expansion. We're going to definitely need more marketing people. We're going to require more digital marketing people. So this place is ready. And one thing that we did was that, during COVID, I told you, we had only one office.
yeah, I remember.
The other offices were, the other place, in fact, were occupied by other people who left during COVID.
Yep.
And when we took over, there was a lot of furniture here.
Good.
So we reused, repurposed, recycled a lot of that furniture,
that's
and
smart.
that's how we created
I
it.
think I like the aesthetic. There's a good, this raw wood finish feel everywhere, and I think recycling, reusing makes sense. I mean, you don't want to cut any of those trees down, just for building a new office and
Absolutely.
add to the landfill.
Absolutely.
I think what you've done is so aesthetic and smart. I think you're performing a service, and I think that's you become a role model. You know, that's important.
Absolutely. So almost 80% of the material in this construction was recycled. So we used it, and
hats off. I really
you.
appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I mean, just look out of the window, that greenery. You know,
Yeah.
we have to safeguard it. You
Yeah,
know?
that's another thing. I mean, I don't want the students to leave.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to a typical classroom, that's what will happen.
Yeah.
The moment you hear the long bell
Yeah.
and they want to pick up the
Time to
bags and run home,
No.
I don't want that to happen here.
Yeah.
I want them to kind of stay long.
Feel an attachment.
Exactly.
An attachment.
Yeah.
Feel.
And
You must feel those were your best years.
absolutely, they should miss the place. I mean, there are places that I miss.
Yeah.
So you know where you want to go back to.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
I'm hoping that we'll be able to,
Yeah.
develop this place into
It'll
something
happen.
like that.
Rather, it'll happen.
Thank you. And this is our editing area. Yeah, so they are working on something. So we made one time-lapse video of Pixel Village in the making.
Okay,
as in the academy.
The last
in
few
making.
months.
Yeah, about 6 months.
6
From
months.
December, we made,
Okay,
we've
good
been
idea.
taking pictures.
Yeah.
And we created, hey, you think you can play that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
So
let's-
it's a kind of a small historical record, what it was and what it has become.
Absolutely. Okay. So that's how it was made. I mean, like I said, brick by brick.
Yeah.
Everyone was involved in it, and they all enjoyed that process. I mean, literally made from scratch. So it was everyone you met in today.
I saw that.
Been a part of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. I have not shown one guy who was a part of this. I mean, he's helping us throughout in this life. I want to show him to the world. Hey, Aditya, for a change. There he is. He's the man. He's the most familiar guy. He's going to be, available. Or he's going to appear in a new avatar very soon.
What is that?
Oh, it's a secret. I'm not going
Everything
to.
seems a secret.
All right. So see this. Remember this face. Okay. You will see him a little more often than this. Okay. So
that's a promise from sir, but we'll see how that can go out. Actually, he's the one who is pushing me towards that.
okay. So that's a secret.
Yeah,
We're not going to let that out now.
No, I won't.
All right. Here you go. This is your gimbal. Okay. Perfect. So that ends the tour of Pixel Village, but I want to show you one last place. Well, this is a place which I kind of got some divine intervention after 38 years, of working. I finally got a chair of my own. Which
Are
is
you going to sit on that chair?
hopefully not.
Not sit back.
Not a sit back. So this is where it is. It is a corner office. And Rafiq, please come in. Yeah. So I want to keep this door open so
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
Aditya.
The best view in
I'm sorry.
town, and keep calm and focus. I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Keep calm and focus. Focus, for us, two meanings.
Of course, of course,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
And a small collection of books, some
Yeah,
photographs.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is one which I bought
Yeah, yeah.
because you recommended The Art of
Yeah, yeah,
Looking
yeah.
Sideways.
Cool.
So, Rafiq, how about
It's good. It's good.
one more double espresso?
A double espresso.
Yep.
The last one of the evening. After this,
You will need it on your.
coffee's not going to help.
You will need it on your way
Yeah,
back.
thanks a
You are
lot,
going to
yeah.
be a long drive.
Awesome. Really
Thank you
awesome.
very much, Rafiq,
What
for
a journey. What a journey.
Thank
what
you,
a journey.
thank you,
what a
thank you
journey.
very much.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, Rafiq.
Proud of you, man.
Thank
All
you very
success.
much. Thank you.
All success.
Aditya, can you organize one double espresso? All right. Bye, everyone.
The last one of the evening.
Rafiq, I'd like to play this special message that we received from the MD of Fujifilm India, Wada-san.
Namaste, I'm Koji Wada of Fujifilm India, MD. Congratulations, Pixel Village and Mr. Radha-san. I hope our camera will support your school and customer and the students. As a Fujifilm, let's keep in touch closely and let's never stop enjoying photography. Thank you very much.
This is fantastic.
Fantastic.